You know, both teams struggled shooting the ball tonight, about as bad as you can probably shoot the ball. I thought, you know, they were able to get some stuff in low that, you know, we can't get, and I thought that was really the difference in the game. We made some really bad turnovers in transition and just in the middle of the court, just careless turnovers that you can't make. I thought O'Shea was tentative for the first game this year. He just, you know, doesn't play like that. And, you know, it's a tough venue. I think he just played a little bit like a freshman, trying to feel his way through it. We missed a lot of shots early that we have to make. I thought both teams' defenses were good. I thought we battled it on the boards as well as we can against this team. I think they're very, very good. Obviously, they're good without him, but I'd rather had Bagley not be here tonight. You know, he's very, very good down in that low area post. We really couldn't do much with him. I thought we did all right with all the other guys, but he's difficult down there. But, you know, again, both teams struggle to shoot, and we have struggled to shoot most of the year. You know, we've been a little better lately, but we weren't good tonight. But I don't think that Coach K should really be allowed to play zone. I'm surprised that he would even do that. I think there should be something said about that. Questions? That was a joke. No questions? I can go.
Your three-point shots, especially in the first half, were those looks you were hoping to
Not all of them. Most of them were good. I thought Frank rushed a couple, but they were late in the shot clock. Ty hasn't been shooting real well from the three-point line. You know, we made three late. We were 3 for 22. You know, we made 3 at the end of the game.
Jim, what about Duke's zone was most effective today?
They really did a good job with Ty and staying close to him. And then when we got the ball into the high post area, we just, you know, we don't convert in there very well. You know, we struggle in there. We tried three different guys in there. We didn't put Frank in there to try to. He made a couple good plays out of there, but O'Shea has to score for us in that area, and he just couldn't get anything going today. And they did a good job of just, you know, we knew they're going to stay with Ty, just like we stay with Grayson. You know, we stayed with Grayson. They didn't make any threes till the last two shots. I think the last 2 shots they took from the 3 they made, not counting that last one. We did a pretty good job on the three-point line, but you know, weren't able to do really anything inside with Bagley. We wanted to guard Allen, you know, and Trent, and I thought, you know, we did as good. You know, if you hold Duke to 60 points in here, I'd say that I don't know offhand, but they're probably averaging around 80-something in here, 87 or something in here. I'm not sure. It might be off there a little bit, but you know, you're not going to win the game if you don't score. We just didn't score. Our defense was fine. We battled them pretty good, but you know, we just didn't score. We got to.
We do plays the zone similar to the way you run yours.
It's different a little bit, but they've worked on it, and it's progressively gotten better. I saw them early in the year against Virginia. They wasn't very good, but they've used it now a lot. The more you use it, the better it gets. Most coaches that play man-to-man, they don't practice their zone. They don't play it that much, so it's not that good. They're using it. They're practicing it. It's a good zone, and their length helps them. We had some good, you know, you got to rebound against the zone. We had some good positions where we had 2 guys there, but they're very strong. You know, Carter and Bagley are very strong physical rebounders, and you know, we weren't able to get some of those, but it's a little different, but I think it's a good zone. I watched the last couple games they played. It was much better, and they've adjusted and figured out how to play it.
Coach, how important was Pascal down low?
You know, I thought he did a great job. I thought he walled up really well. I thought he did a lot of good things. He still, when he captures the rebound, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it and keep people away. They knock it out a lot. He's getting better, but he was very good defensively in tonight's game. I thought he was really good. I think, again, our defense overall was fine. You know, it was really better than fine. We gave them probably 6, I don't know exactly, 6 or 8 points on turnovers, direct turnovers for layups. You take those away, they're in the 50-point range. Now, we've struggled on offense, and it's nothing. That's not a surprise.
Is Brahma's 9 minutes more because Chukwu's playing well, or is it because his
he's
name?
not able to jump? He can't jump.
How would you assess Frank Howard in his play today?
He struggled shooting. He played well. He did a lot of good things. He made a couple bad turnovers, but he played well. He just didn't. He couldn't shoot. He's been shooting really well. Shot the ball really well. He's probably, close to 40% three-point shooter. He was 0 for 8 or 0 for 7, I think, tonight. First 7 shots he missed. And Tyus has been struggling from the 3. Those 2 guys have been struggling from the 3. But he did a good job. We did a good job defensively. We did a lot of good things. But, at the end of the day, we might not beat Duke, but if we make a few threes, it's a little bit closer. But if they make some, it's not so close either. But, again, part of that's good defense both ways.
Jim, there's been some big stories breaking in the last 24 to 48 hours, so I was wondering if you had any opinion or comment on what's going on.
No,
Some of the stuff we're hearing.
Everybody knows for 30 years agents have been involved with players' families. This is nothing that would surprise anybody in coaching. Agents are trying to get clients. And when you have the one-and-done factor, they need to get them, or they can't wait 4 years. They go after them. That's not surprising. The thing that's been surprising this year is obviously the assistant coaches being involved. And then, I don't know what the facts are, and I'm not going to comment on that. As far as what is happening in Arizona, I don't know. Coaches, but as far as agents, I don't think there's anybody that has any doubt that agents are going to talk to parents. They're in the business of getting one guy as a $10 million deal. And if they can get to the parents or whoever, that has nothing to do with college basketball. We can't stop that. Players need to know better, but they don't all. And you don't solve it by paying players. Agents are going to still try to get the player. We've done a lot of things for players. Nobody mentions it, the cost of attendance, all the stuff that's been done. Most players, and I'm just, I'm pretty close to accurate, but most players get their full scholarship. If they have a need at all, if they have a need for Pell, they get about $15,000. And if you get a full scholarship and about $15,000, and you're a college student, you should be okay. It's not like it used to be when you had no cost of attendance. We give an extra meal every day. And so I think, and I'm not opposed to giving players a little more money. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. What's so disheartening for me is when people who are really intelligent keep saying they're making billions of dollars. We make our share just like everybody does at Syracuse. We make our share of the money, and we sell a lot of tickets. Our athletic department barely breaks even. Now, if you just say don't have any other sports, and basketball makes $16 million, then we should be giving it all back, a lot of it. to the players. But all that money pays for everything else. So, and the really thing that people don't ever stop and think, the guys that are really good, that we're using, I guess, they're going to make $100 million. Marvin Bagley is going to make $100 million. So is, Wendell Carter. And guys like me that played, I got a free ride all the way through. I didn't have any debt. There's just so many misstatements and broad brush things about players that I just don't think are accurate or true anymore. But I've never been opposed. The cost of attendance was a great thing. And I think we can expand that. Parents should be able to come to a game. Parents should be able to go to every tournament game. We could do all that. I think that's good. That is not going to stop an agent from trying to get a player. This is one agent. Do you think these other agents aren't doing anything? Do you think they're just not going after parents, not talking to parents or anything? We have blinders on. We have blinders on. Agents are going to do that. We talk to our players. We talk to the parents. We pray that that doesn't happen, that they'll wait. But when you just, it's as obviously as you see with these things happen. The thing that ruins everything for me is when coaches get involved in this. I mean, there's no understanding of that. I think it goes back to the old thing, well, somebody's going to do it, so I'll do it, and I hope that isn't the case. I don't think it is. The problem with this case, and when that happens, then, well, everybody's doing it. The statement one player made, everybody gets paid, is, and I've always said, when you start listening to players, you're gone. About coaching or about everybody gets paid in college. I don't think that's even remotely true. Not even close. But, the coaching thing, that's hard to get your hands around that. Really, it really is.
Jim, do you have a problem if the NBA changed the way players were allowed to interact with agents before?
The whole thing has to be looked at holistically. I think that word, I shouldn't use a word like that, but you got to look at the whole thing, and you got to decide what can be done. I mean, I have no problem if some agent goes to one of my players and whatever they do, if it was legal, and they do something, trying to, down the road. I mean, but it's hard to do that because then there's a lot of good agents who don't do any of that. But if you open it up, then it's a free-for-all. It's just the same thing of, well, let them, the worst thing, and this guy's smart, well, they should just be able to do commercials. It's unbelievable what would happen if you did that. It's completely, you have no idea. It'd be someplace, oh yeah, you come here, you'll do a commercial here. It'll be $100,000. Perfectly legal. Stuff like that would happen every day. But we've done a lot for players. I think we can do a little bit more. I think we should. We certainly can try to do more with summer basketball, but that's another big problem. And to think that a committee of people who some have no basketball experience whatsoever is going to come up with a solution for this, I hope so. I hope so. I don't have a lot of faith in something like that happening, but it's a difficult time right now for college basketball. You have to wait and see whatever all the stuff falls, whatever it all is, and and then try to make some changes. It's not going to be easy. I mean, there's always been something in basketball. Same in football. I mean, it's nothing different. But hopefully they'll come through and get through this, get some solutions, and we've got a great game. It won't change the whole thing, but one and done would help get that out. It has to go because the best players will be out of there. And hopefully you'll get guys that want to be in college. I don't mind guys coming for 1 year. It's fine. We've had them. But if they really want to go, they should be able to go. And Bill Gates didn't want to go to college. He did all right. I don't think you need to make people go to college. They don't make golfers or tennis players or anybody else go to college. So I don't think you need to do that. I think that will help a little bit. It won't change the whole thing, but I think that will help somewhat. But we've got a great game, and if we lose a few guys, all you do is you lose 6 or 8 guys a year. And more guys will see there's not much place up there, and more guys will go. We got 350 schools. We got 3,500 players in college. We lose 8 guys a year. It's not going to change anything. Not one thing. Not one thing. There's tons of good teams right now that don't have a 1 and done or 2 and done or 3 and done player. So we can easily survive that. That's the next step, I think.